Hey Wanderers,
I'm Amanda.
and I'm Ron.
Welcome to Wanderlost.
This is the Tower of the Americas.
As soon as we moved to Texas and went anywhere downtown, we noticed this giant tower, and it looked like it had maybe a rotating restaurant at the top of it. We didn't really know, but we started asking around because it just looked so cool. And yes, it does have a rotating restaurant at the top, and so we decided we had to go check it out.
So it's called the Tower of the Americas. It is in downtown San Antonio. It was built in 1968 for the Hemisphere World's Fair, which was to celebrate the 250th anniversary of San Antonio.
We decided on this day that we were actually not going to try to go to the restaurant. We just wanted to go up to the overlook area and see what San Antonio looked like from up there.
So when you get there, you can park obviously in the area there around the Tower of the Americas. There's parking everywhere in downtown San Antonio. We chose to park there that day because it was going to be our begin and end point with several other things. But the Tower of the Americas is pretty accessible to anything you want to do in downtown San Antonio, just from a walk perspective. Be mindful, it's Texas, so depending on the time of year, you may not want to be able to walk around that much between your events.
The parking total is $10 for parking in that parking lot, and it's just a flat rate. It does not have certain hours for parking.
So we got there and went into the area that surrounds the Tower of the Americas. You can go down in a little park around there for free. You can just hang out. It's a very nice area. It's got a cafe which serves Starbucks coffee and Dippin' Dots ice cream. But if you want to go into the tower, you actually have to buy a ticket to gain access to it and the other things that go along with the tower. I do not believe you have to get a ticket if you're going to eat at the restaurant, but you do have to have a reservation.
Yes, and the restaurant is on a separate floor from the overlook, and they will not even let you stop the elevator on that floor without a reservation to the restaurant.
Much to the consternation of several people that we shared the elevator with that day. But you get your ticket and you can go all the way to the top, and it's called Flags Over Texas. So there are little displays about the history of Texas and all the flags that have flown over it as a state and as a country. But the attraction to this is just the ability to walk a 360-degree circuit around that level and see amazing, beautiful views of San Antonio, Texas.
Then, down on the bottom floor, inside the main building, they have the gift shop. It also, weirdly, has a Build-A-Bear workshop over in the side of the gift shop, but they have a gift shop that circles around the center pole, which is where the elevators are. They also have an IMAX theater.
Yeah, so it shows 4D attractions. Some of them rotate, but I think the one that's there all the time and the one that we would recommend that you check out if you're there, this is included in your ticket, so you can see all of whatever they're offering at that time on the one ticket. But they've got one called Skies Over Texas, which is, again, the 4D theater ride.
Right, and I should have said 4D, not IMAX, but
yeah.
Anyway.
So Skies Over Texas, it's a 4D theater ride that takes you all around the various landscapes that you find in Texas. From the scrub brush to the hills, all those things, so you can really get an idea of how massive Texas really is.
They also, when we were there, had the 4D theater Wonder Woman showing, and that was really a 4D experience of the Wonder Woman movie squished down to about 15 minutes.
But basically, it was a 20-minute showing of all the action sequences from Wonder Woman.
But we loved it. I mean, I thought it was great. Anyway, all the 4D stuff is really cool that they have in there. So the tickets are normally $16.50. Those are just the adult tickets, and anyone over 12 is considered an adult. They do have senior and military discounts, which are $13 tickets. Children 3 and under are free, and then from 3 to 12, the tickets are $12. All of that is on the website, and I'll make sure that we link it down below. It also has their hours. Because the hours may change from time to time or season to season, I don't want to give the times on here, but I did notice that the parking rates do change also, whether you're coming in the middle of the week or if you're coming on a weekend or a holiday as well. So make sure you check the website before you go to plan your trip. It's got all the information on there that you could need.
All in all, though, it's a great place to go if you're in San Antonio, especially if you're just there for a short visit. It's certainly something to go and check out. You'll spend a couple hours there maybe, depending on how much you want to see or do. But the views are unparalleled for what you can see around there, so it's definitely worth a visit.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that'll take a little bit of time, but not your whole day. So you can definitely plan other things around this.
And it makes for a nice central location if you're doing downtown things there in San Antonio, whether on the Riverwalk or going down towards the Alamo. It's all within walking distance of the Tower of the Americas.
And finally, our favorite part we have to include is our son using the Zoltar machine from the movie Big.
And I will give you a fortune.
Pull it.
My fortune. Tomorrow seems to be the busiest day of the week for you. Tallest task weighs heavy on your mind, procrastinating doing what you have been saying you will do today. Relief and peacefulness awaits. That's completely accurate.
Yeah, because you need to do school.
Thanks for joining us as we saw all of San Antonio in one morning, and we hope that you join us in the next video.
Bye, guys.